In the pantheon of cinematic spectaculars that posit a future both terrifyingly familiar and utterly ludicrous, the 2017 feature Geostorm erupts onto the screen, a magnificent, logic-defying tempest of ambition and absurdity. It is a film that demands you suspend disbelief not just for a moment, but for its entire dizzying runtime, trading scientific plausibility for sheer, glorious disaster movie mayhem. At its core, the picture is a maximalist, globe-trotting techno-thriller, a Frankenstein's monster stitched together from the most bombastic elements of the late 90s disaster genre, helmed by Dean Devlin, the co-writer of Independence Day, an auteur well-versed in the art of mass destruction as popcorn entertainment. The premise, naturally, is rooted in a well-intentioned global effort gone spectacularly wrong. Faced with an escalating barrage of catastrophic natural disasters in the late 2010s, the kind of global warming reckoning that turns Madrid into a furnace and swallows coastlines, the world's nations, in a stunning display of unity that exists only in blockbuster scripts, collaborate to create Dutch Boy. This is not a quaint European figure but a sprawling, orbital network of climate-controlling satellites, a digital net woven around Earth, designed to neutralize extreme weather before it can even draw breath. The brilliant, maverick architect of this celestial shield is Jake Lawson, played by the perpetually grim-jawed Gerard Butler, whose rebellious nature promptly gets him fired from his own creation, only to be replaced by his younger, buttoned-down brother, Max, now a Washington, D.C. political operative. The story, predictably, begins 3 years after Dutch Boy has successfully brought about a fragile peace. The world is about to cede American control of the system to the international community, an act of global détente that conveniently sets the stage for betrayal. When a satellite inexplicably flash freezes an entire Afghan village and then cooks Hong Kong with a sudden, localized heat wave and a spectacular series of fire whirls, the stage is set. This isn't a mere malfunction, it's a meticulously crafted act of sabotage. Max, down on Earth, is forced to beg his estranged, space-bound brother, Jake, to go back up to the colossal International Climate Space Station to investigate the seemingly random attacks. From this point, the film splits its narrative focus between two frenetic, interwoven conspiracies. Up in the stars, Jake, aided by the ICSS commander Ute Fassbinder, must navigate a labyrinth of damaged satellites and suspicious crewmates. They soon discover a malicious computer virus has been introduced, weaponizing the Dutch Boy system. This is a deliberate, targeted attack, escalating from isolated incidents, like a biblical hailstorm devastating Tokyo or a sudden, surreal, instantaneous cold snap turning a crowded Rio beach into a gallery of human icicles, to a countdown to the titular Geostorm. This ultimate weather event is theorized as a cataclysmic domino effect, a simultaneous convergence of every kind of extreme weather imaginable, creating a global superstorm that will wipe out all human life. Meanwhile, back in the political pressure cooker of Washington, D.C., Max's investigation spirals from a technical fix into a full-blown political thriller. With the help of his fiancée, Secret Service agent Sarah Wilson, Max uncovers the shocking truth. The sabotage is an elaborate coup d'etat. The mastermind, revealed with all the subtlety of a lightning strike, is none other than U.S. Secretary of State Leonard Deckham, whose grand, nefarious scheme is to use the Geostorm to eliminate all other political figures in the line of presidential succession, leaving him as the undisputed ruler of the globe once the tempest has passed. The final act is pure, unadulterated cinematic adrenaline. As the countdown ticks down and cities worldwide, including Orlando, Florida, targeted by a massive lightning storm, begin to crumble under the orchestrated climate chaos, Max and Sarah must kidnap President Andrew Palma to secure the master kill code needed to reboot the system. Simultaneously, high above the Earth, Jake and Ute must battle the virus, a literal countdown, and the human traitor planted among the ICSS crew, a subplot that culminates in a ridiculously satisfying space station brawl as the station itself is preparing to self-destruct. Geostorm makes no pretense of subtlety or intelligence. It is disaster porn in its purest, most exaggerated form. The set pieces are magnificent in their absurdity. Dubai swallowed by a tsunami, the freezing of Ipanema Beach, Hong Kong's fiery demise, each one a fleeting moment of what on earth just happened spectacle. The emotional core of the film, the estranged brothers, the clandestine White House romance, Jake's distant relationship with his daughter, is merely a functional framework, a thin layer of human drama to propel the audience from one outrageous calamity to the next. The film is a monument to B-movie ambition with an A-list budget, a loud, silly, utterly preposterous, yet undeniably entertaining romp that reminds us that sometimes, all you want is Gerard Butler in a spacesuit fighting a weather system weaponized by a secretly evil government official. The world is saved, of course, the Dutch boy system is handed over to a proper international consortium, and the film concludes with the only logical outcome. The Lawson brothers finally go fishing. In the end, Geostorm is a magnificent failure of science, but a triumphant celebration of spectacle. It's dumb, but it is gloriously, shamelessly, loudly dumb.